For the first time, you will not be playing as an assassin in Assassin's Creed. Trust me, it's better than it sounds. This is Assassin's Creed Rogue. Don't go away. So for me personally, I didn't really know anything about this game. It's the follow-up to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, so I just thought it kind of got swept under the rug because Black Flag is a huge fan favorite. I'm telling you right now, hot take, I like this game more than Black Flag. Here's why. One of the reasons why I thought Black Flag was so enamored, because it was the only game with full-blown ship battles and sea exploration. You'll imagine my surprise when I booted up Assassin's Creed Rogue for the first time, and, well, I was hit with sea shanties right away.
Broadway, one evening in July,
and I immediately thought, well, I thought Black Flag's thing was like, this was the pirate game. This was the game where you have the ship and you get sea battles, but to my surprise, really, this is just as expansive as it was in Black Flag. In fact, a little bit more. But before we go into gameplay too much, I want to talk about the story. Now, honestly, this game starts out really slow. And really, I thought that Rogue was going to be one of the worst Assassin's Creed games. But once you get into it, the story starts from a simmer and skyrockets up into one of the best stories I've seen here. Shay Cormac, an assassin, turned rogue. Yes, that's the title. That's where they get it from. The coolest thing about Shay Cormac here is he's basically the first guy we meet who, on first contact with the Eden and all the artifact pieces that have the big picture for the Assassins versus the Templars, he's like, you know what? How about we don't go after artifacts that can change the world? How about we just let it be and, you know, just chill out? Because what happens is he gets sent on an assassin mission from higher up, and what happens is he tries to get the artifact and it pretty much backfires and the whole city comes tumbling down, and he's like, we have to stop meddling in this stuff. And the assassins are like, well, we can't. We have to keep doing this even if it destroys cities and kills millions of people. So he goes rogue, steals the plans, runs away, joins the Templars. I mean, this story is crazy.
How dare you!
You defend him? Achilles, sent me in there like Markandal sent his
I still
man
find
in
it so comedic how every Assassin's Creed game is introduced into the Apple of Eden and all the artifacts, and Shay's like, how about no? Now, along the way, you do meet some characters that you have seen in previous games, such as Hatham. One of my favorite characters I've seen is in this game. Also, Achilles from Assassin's Creed 3. And you get to figure out his backstory, which is quite interesting. Hope is a really good new character in the series. I thought she was voice acted really well. And that's basically all I can touch on for story, is I've really already explained it all. So, gameplay. There's something I can knock this game for, is it has no identity. There is nothing specific to Assassin's Creed Rogue. This is a mishmash of every Assassin's Creed game combined into one. Landscape and city design is directly from Assassin's Creed 3. Hell, even the nature sound effects are from Assassin's Creed 3. Ship battles from 4. Enemy base camps based off the Ezio trilogy. Even the main menu theme here is just the theme for Assassin's Creed 2. Good theme, right? I like the theme, but it doesn't even get its own theme here. But like I said, mishmash, Assassin's Creed Rogue takes the best part of every Assassin's Creed game prior and slams it into this game. And that's why I think this is a really good Assassin's Creed game. Because while you're playing with essentially the best of the best version of everything you've come across, it has a twist of you're playing as a Templar. And after 5 games as playing as an assassin fighting against these guys tooth and nail, it's kind of a mind bend to be like, well, actually now I'm a Templar, and are the Templars really that bad?
I mean, probably.
And if you've played this game, you might be thinking, oh, but what about the airsoft rifle and the grenade launcher? Those are different. Ooh. Listen, there is nothing different from the grenade launcher to a normal grenade, and there's nothing different from a sleep dart or a berserk dart than there is to the airsoft rifle berserk bullet or Sleep Bullet. They're the exact same thing.
We'll teach you to help the redcoats.
And I'm serious when I say that there is nothing else to talk about here for gameplay. I could sit here and be like, yo, you assassinate people, you do tail missions, you attack bases, there is ship battles, there is forts to take down through naval combat, stuff like this, there is animals to kill. I've already stated all of this previously in other reviews. There's nothing I could really jump into and dissect how assassination does. The only good thing I can say is this game has the least amount of follow missions. Honestly, gameplay here, solid, fun, just a mishmash of every Assassin's Creed game. On to presentation though.
Irksome to the last. Deliver Andre must have stayed behind the stuff.
No doubt volunteered for the job.
And the first thing I want to talk about for presentation here is that there is a winter setting here. So because the combat and everything else is basically copy and paste from Black Flag, and I mean copy and paste, I mean seriously, here's what getting information from the bar scene looks like in Black Flag.
Hey.
And here's what it looks like in Assassin's Creed Rogue. Literally the same thing. So with everything being the same, the only thing that's different here is that you get two different settings to play in. You get the warmer climate, kind of similar to Black Flag, but you also have a really beautiful and well done looking design of the northern winter setting. Icebergs are afloat. You can shoot those down to damage enemy ships with waves. You get the Aurora Borealis you can look at. Is absolutely gorgeous. You could equip a front ram to cut through ice. I really liked having these separate climates here. One of the criticisms I had for presentation for Black Flag was I always got the same attack animation somehow, like the 360 one. They fixed that here in Rogue, which is nice. Soundtracks are more of a standout here. Yes, sea shanties are the best part of everything, and yes, the main menu theme is awesome, but it's an exact ripoff from Assassin's Creed 2, so I can't give a huge amount of credit there. But when you take down a ship, or you take down a naval fort or something like that, you get a really cool soundtrack score that's kind of like, you know, the main character in a movie overcomes something and he's about to take down the bad guy, and it's really uplifting. It's like a really cool soundtrack that every time I took down an enemy ship or boarded it, I always felt like, yo, this is pretty sweet. But much like the gameplay category, not much else for me to talk about here. Voice acting, good, solid. Voice acting actually legitimately has been solid through the entire Assassin's Creed series, I'm not kidding. But sound effect wise, I mean, they're still using the same sound effects across the board for basically every single thing that could ever need a sound effect in this game. And the game looks the same. I will say though, the outfit section, there was better options here for outfits. There was like more, there was legitimately like a cowboy outfit. I didn't go for that one. I went for like the green like army military one. So better selection of outfits, I guess. But still, I kind of wish there was like a full-blown customizer ship at every level, instead of just like customize the sails and the wheel and the front thing. So overall impact, the best way I could sum up my feelings on Assassin's Creed Rogue is this. When the game started, I didn't really like it. When the game ended, I watched the credits. I literally sat in my chair and thought, "Are you? It's over?" Like I felt like a candy was taken out of my hand or some shit. I didn't expect it. Like I was legitimately like sad. Like it's over. The game's ending comes pretty much out of nowhere. I mean, when you go back into the Animus, the main chick who bosses you around is like, "Oh, make sure you do stuff around here because this will be your last time." It's okay. That's like the warning to the gamer. Finish your stuff on the outside because you're going to the final missions. But I didn't know like that was like there was 15 minutes left in the game, like it's legitimately. And when it ended, I thought I still had upgrades to do. I still had a couple bases to complete, a few lookout towers. I just felt like, wow, that was an awesome Assassin's Creed game. And really, that's the main tagline I stick to Assassin's Creed Rogue. Even though, yes, you still cannot do anything with your crew, you have absolutely no say in who your crew is or what they do or what they look like. This game is awesome. Because as I said in the beginning, this has no identity. There's really not a single thing here that you can say, hey, this game has that nothing else does. Like you can say about things in every Assassin's Creed game previous. The only thing you can say about this game, you play as a Templar. And that is really the spear that shoots it into one of the best Assassin's Creed games for me, because it is backed by having the best version of everything you could think of in this game. It has the level design of Assassin's Creed 3, it has the naval combat of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, it has the soundtracks of Assassin's Creed 2, and it has a twisted story on top of that to boot. And while I will not say it is the best Assassin's Creed game of all time, that right is reserved for probably Assassin's Creed 2, I do say this is one of the best that I've played so far, which is only 6 games, but that's still a lot to say. So with all that being said, 8.5 out of 10. So that's it. Assassin's Creed Rogue has gone rogue. It is done. It is finished. The final PS3 game, actually, for Assassin's Creed. Syndicate, as far as I know, Syndicate and Unity are the next 2 games, and they're not on PS3. But it is kind of crazy to think that I'm 6 games in now. Because after this, I mean, it's Syndicate, Unity, Origins, I think is after that, Odyssey, Valhalla, and then Mirage would be the new one, which I'm already halfway through at this point. Of course, I am actually looking at some of the side games. I see Chronicles, there's like a Russia, a China one or something like that. They're like 2D platformers. I think I will check out just because they are under the Assassin's Creed IP. So honestly, I've been loving this series, and Assassin's Creed Rogue really cemented that feeling. For now, I'm your host, Saberplant Entertainment. Hope you enjoy this video. Peace out.
How do I get into that cave? Oh, my thanks indeed.
What is up? I know what you're thinking. You're only here for the bonus Easter egg soundtrack I put in at the end of every video. But did you also know I have a donation page under Buy Me a Coffee? Donate whatever you want to my channel, and I'll put half of that back to an environmental charity. So that's that. Enjoy the music. Peace out.